Yeah, I was wrong. I'm gonna keep it real. I think I was just having too good of a day, and I was just tired of talking bad about games for once, because I do take back a lot of what I said in my bizarre Lineage video. I'm gonna keep it honest with you guys. I was not paid, by the way. I want to make that very clear. I was not bribed or paid, nothing like that. I do know Adam, one of the guys that worked on the games, but that is not going to stop me from criticizing it or saying what I truly feel about it. I think I was just having too good of a day. Because honestly, I was just happy to play a JoJo game for once. But, you know, now that a lot of stuff has come to light, especially about the main owner of the game, Midas, not wanting to change a 16-year-old girl out of a baddie shop, and instead changing them to Reze, who is also a minor, who is a forced child soldier, out of the skin shop, when they could have done, you know, they made a whole different model. You could have just made Esdeath, or literally any other MILF adult character. Literally anybody. But no, you could have gone with Glinda Goodwitch from Ruby or something. She's old and pretty good looking. But no, let's choose a kid, right? Let's just choose a kid. So, I'm going to make this very clear. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have even made a video supporting the game. I think I was just, as I said, I was having too good of a day. And the AI is even worse than when I started playing it back in testing phase, as well as now. Because when I started playing the game, it worked. When I was talking about the video and I was recording it, I recorded it basically the day of the update, the game coming out. And I guess I was in a server where the AI was working, because for me, it worked just fine. But later down the line, I guess it stopped, because now when I start playing it, none of them ever move, and the bosses suck, and the hitboxes are also even worse than they were on launch. I don't know how that happened. Maybe I was just in a really good server. Maybe it was a testing server from before. I don't know. I don't know. But it worked for me, and I'm not trying to use that to cover myself at all. Genuinely, it did. I don't know why I'm talking like I have some kind of drama behind me, just because I like the game. But to be honest, it's gotten to a point where they're not changing any of their greedy tactics. The owner is calling his own player base genuine R words. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that now on YouTube, because Eclipse of all people was... Well, I don't know why I said Eclipse of all people, but Eclipse was... I was just watching his video and he was bleeping it out, so I'm going to try not to say it. But he was calling people the R word. Blatantly. He was calling his own community, which is the YBA and other JoJo game communities, R words. Saying that he doesn't care for them, and that he just wants to make money. He wants to be as greedy as possible. You should not be adding really any type of rerolls in a JoJo game besides the stand part. And even then, I think that should just be more so of a deep woken type thing. I think that'd be more fun, honestly. Where, not really deep woken, I'm thinking of whatever that one Demon Slayer game is with your races, where instead of having to pay for it, you know, like they have in that game, it'd be cooler if you just got one stand on launch and you had to do a bunch of stuff to change out your stand, but all the stands would be cool and unique. I think that'd be more fun as a JoJo game. But I'm getting off topic. The game is just bad. The owners, sorry to say, they're terrible. I mean, they treat it like a joke. $800 bundle. And I don't have to take back anything I said on that, because I hated that fact. That was stupid. That was actually the dumbest thing I have ever seen. I don't know, like, why you would add that and think it's something... Well, people are obviously going to buy it when you have hundreds of thousands of people playing it. Oh, QOL update. I just saw that, but still. Why? Why even fight back against that? Why not just take it as it is and say, yeah, I'm sorry, I was being greedy and scummy. I really needed the money. Just at least be blatant about it. Take it from the ass. Take it from the horse. Keep it straight. Obviously, you want to be if you like kids so much. 16-year-olds. Still, yeah, they're still underaged. Most countries, some, they're considered adults, but the majority of the world, and most of the people that are playing your game in America and such, and other countries relevant to that, that's a kid. It's a kid. And there's no reason you should even be putting them in there. What drives you to that? Why would you put Momo, of all people? Season 2 ended a while ago. The hype for that is pretty much gone. And if anything, you should have added Ochre, and that would have been way more hype than Momo, because Momo's cool, but she doesn't have any cool forms. Why add Reze, of all people? A young girl, 16 years old, calling her a baddie. And you can say, oh, well, they made her naked. Oh, they showed her naked in the movie. It takes place in Japan, where the age of consent is 16. This is America. And other residing countries, where most of the age is 17 to 18, if not older, for consent. So why are you even fighting that? Why would you even take that risk? Why would you even attempt that? I don't know. Just remove this. First off, just remove the shot from the game. Shouldn't even be there in a JoJo game, dude. God, man, why do you people have to be so stupid? Why did I have to be so stupid? I mean, you know, sometimes I get it when people, you know, sometimes it does get to me when people are like, all this guy does is hate. And sometimes, you know, I want to be a little bit more positive about things. But, you know, sometimes there's a time and a place for it. And, you know, I take it back. I take it all back. I take back the thumbnail was kind of clickbait. I'll keep it honest with that. But it was, I don't see it as better than any game I put on the forefront there, to keep it real with you. YBA is better, even with its faults. A Bizarre Day was more fun, more classic. Troublesome Battlegrounds is absolute peak game. Soccer Stand, I'm not going to speak on that. AUT, great game, just wish it updated more. And the JoJo game is peak. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for putting it in the thumbnail, man. Genuinely makes me feel so bad. I take back everything I said. Game is terrible. It really is. And I'm not saying any of this to cover myself, really. Because, oh, now everyone's hating on it, because Eclipse is hating on it. Everyone was already hating on it, but because Eclipse was hating on it and such. But watching that Eclipse video really brought to light how bad it was and how terrible the devs really are. Now, I'm not saying this for every dev. I can't speak for every dev and how they act, but if the owner is anything like that and the devs are defending that same behavior, I'm going to see you both as the same and as such. So, straight up, shame on you. Shame on all of you for allowing your game to first come out like this, and two, be as blatant as you are with it. I mean, it's basically just like how the Epstein files are at this point, with how the United States is treating it, because they know it's bad, they know it's horrible, they know it deserves punishment, yet they do nothing to remedy it. They do nothing to the people in charge that should be at fault for that. And it makes no sense to me how things like Valve are getting sued, yet people and devs on Roblox, and Roblox itself is not getting sued for adding literal child gambling in almost every single game, not just anime ones. And I know I play a lot of anime games, but almost every game has gambling in it at this point. Every single one. And that, my friends, in $800 is not a microtransaction. As the guy said in the comments of the Eclipse vid, that is not a micro transaction anymore. It's not. It is genuinely not. You should all be ashamed. All of you. Every single one. You made a joke of Araki's name. If Araki saw that game and how poorly put together it was, how poorly scripted it is, and the hitboxes, and the greed, he'd probably spit on you. Or I don't know if he would. He'd probably be nicer about it, because Araki's a really nice guy. But he wouldn't invite you to a fan meetup, nor would he give you a signature. I'm sure he wouldn't. He wouldn't. So I'm not going to yap too long about this, but I'm sorry. I am. And I never made that video in defense of anybody. I want to keep that also clear. I want to make that very, very clear. I did not make that video in defense or for Glaze. Maybe it was a little bit of Glaze. But I guess I was just too joyous that day. I need to stay on my negative behavior, huh? But yeah, no. Game deserves it. All of it. It really does. I think I was just into far too good of a light at the time to really see it for what it is. So yeah, horrible game. Don't play it, guys. Go play something else. Go play AUT, YBA. ABA is probably better at this point, because even their entire server-wide purchases are less, and they're actually way more beneficial. And mainly done by the devs anyway, more than anything. Yeah. Fish it. Nah, I don't know why I got that far. I was about to say, oh, Fish it might be better. Like actual caring about its player-wise, but I don't know about that. I don't know. Anyway, have a good one, everybody. God help us all.